What up? This is Rapids, and so I got a major Larry Hoover update for y'all. So, in the last few videos, I've been posting and keeping you all updated on what's going on with this Larry Hoover stuff. So, make sure you like this video. Let's get about 50 likes on this video. That shouldn't be too hard to get. All right. So, the newest update for Larry Hoover is that, well, the last time he went in, the judge asked him a very crazy question. She wants to know how many bodies Hoover is responsible for. And his lawyers, I guess, are doing something pretty smart now because they are at the moment refusing to answer that question. So they just had another court date this past few days, and you know what I'm saying, she was giving them like a week to come up with the number of how many bodies they think Hoover's responsible for. And that's a gray area because what are they talking about? Bodies in general? Are they talking about, is he responsible for every body that dropped that might be connected to the GDs? You know what I'm saying? So, or are they talking about how many bodies specifically is he responsible for? And so instead of the lawyers asking all those details and trying to figure that out, they just said, no, we're not going to answer the question because they think that's a very biased question. So what they're doing instead is, when they went to that court date, instead of giving them the answer of how many bodies he's responsible for, they're saying that they want a new judge based off of that line of questioning. They're saying that's an unfair question and a biased question. They're trying to focus on Larry Hoover getting out, and they want this case to be about him being a changed man. And you know what I'm saying, he's like in his 70s now, and they're saying this guy is not the same Larry Hoover as he was back then when, you know what I'm saying, when they caught him. So this is what Larry Hoover's attorneys are trying to argue, is for a new judge on the case. They're hoping they can get a judge that will not be asking some questions like that, because they think this question is just showing them what the answer already is. They're saying that basically there's no way to win with a question like that. If you're asking, if part of the condition to see if he gets out early or gets a release date instead of just serving the rest of his life out in prison, because I guess there's this new law. They're saying Trump might have passed this law or something where, you know, they're saying it's designed to give people a second chance. They're saying that this is not, they're saying this type of law shouldn't apply to Hoover, is what the prosecutors are arguing. And Hoover's people are saying, yeah, this should apply to him because he's definitely not the same guy. You know what I'm saying? This is a changed man, and he has nothing to do with the GDs anymore, they're saying. And he's just, you know what I'm saying, he's regretful for what he did. He's remorseful, and he just wants to maybe get some type of redemption in his life, some type of second chance, you know. So this is what they're trying to focus on, and they're thinking they can achieve that with a new judge, because this judge right here obviously is not trying to let him out if you're asking a question like how many bodies does he got, because you're just trying to basically turn this discussion into, well, he deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail, especially if the body count is over one. If it's like, you know what I'm saying, if they're trying to ask him that question, don't they already know that answer? Like, if he's in there, don't they already know how many bodies he might be responsible for, or if he's responsible for any bodies at all? Shouldn't they have that information already? But they want to hear it from them. They want to see what they're going to say. It's like a trick question. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to answer the question. I think that's a good move because, you know what I'm saying, maybe they can get another judge in there that can focus on more like what they want to focus on, which is, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover possibly getting a second chance at life. And saying that he served decades in there already. And, you know what I'm saying, should he get a chance to walk free and see the sunlight again in his life. You know, he's in his 70s now. If he gets out now, he could have a good, who knows, decade or two left out in the free world. So the prosecutors and the government are thinking that he's a danger, though, to society, like a menace to society, because they're afraid of the power that he had to even start all that in the first place. One of the biggest gangs ever in the world, especially out of Chicago. And, you know what I'm saying, one of the most popular gangs in a long time. And then I remember a time where people didn't even know about GDs. It was like, it took a lot of people a long time to realize Chicago had something like that going on, because it seemed like they just knew about Crips and Bloods, you know, the general public. And when Chief Keef got on in around 2013, 2014, that's when the world started learning about BDs and GDs for the first time. I remember they thought that Chicago was copying California. I kept telling y'all, I said, Chicago been doing this since probably the same time as California or before. Like, Chicago's been a gangster city. They've been doing this gang stuff for a long time. So now the world knows about GDs and BDs and Vice Lords and Four Corner Hustlers and, you know what I'm saying, Latin Kings and all that. So Black Stones and, you know what I'm saying? So Chicago's full of stuff like this. And it took for drill music for the general public to realize what Chicago had going on. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, because before that, you know, it didn't seem like too many people were in tune with Chicago. They thought it was all about people like Kanye West and Common and R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand Chicago was really like that. And it took them a while to get it, but then they started seeing what time it was. And they didn't understand that at first. So, yeah, GDs is kind of like one of the most popular gangs now. And you see it out in New York now and all these other states. GDs have ended up being a part of a lot of people's communities in other states. So now GD is kind of like a worldwide thing now, you know what I'm saying? And people are learning about BDs and all that. So with Larry Hoover being the founder of GDs, that's saying there ain't no way he should be getting out, because that's one of the most popping gangs out there, they're saying. And they're trying to say, like, yeah, he started that, so he should spend the rest of his life in jail. But really, from what I understand, it's not illegal to start a gang or be a part of a gang. It's illegal to do the crimes. So if they don't link a crime to you, it's like, from what I understand, it's not illegal to be part of a gang. So for him to start that, that's not what I believe is the illegal thing. It's what's illegal is what they're saying is what he was doing while he was part of the gang. And then you got people like Big Meech getting out, and that wasn't like a gang he started though. So that's probably why he got a chance to get out in a few years. I think he took a plea deal or something, and he's supposed to be getting out like next year or something. He didn't spend nowhere near as much time as Larry Hoover did. And so with BMF, you know what I'm saying, he's getting a second chance out. Plus you saw there was other gang members out of California that got out, like Big U. I think he got a pardon or something. And then you have people like who else was getting out? There was a few people that got out. Harry O got out. Big U got out, and you know what I'm saying. So maybe it's gonna take a pardon for Larry Hoover to get out. Who knows if he can get pardoned or something? Maybe Biden can pardon him, or maybe Trump can pardon him or something. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, get him out that jam. If he's not able to get out with this new law. So I know Kanye West was fighting for him to get out for a while, and he had a Drake reunion trying to, you know, say in honor of getting Larry out. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, maybe eventually he will get out. I know they kept Tupac's people in there for a while, Mutulu Shakur or something. What's his name? I think his name was Mutulu Shakur or something. And they let him out because he was terminally ill, and he was about to pass. So they let him out, and he got to be free for a few years. I think he passed already, though. And that's why they let him out eventually, a mercy out, you know what I'm saying? A mercy release, they call it, or something like that. So do you think Larry Hoover deserves a mercy release? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you follow Rap HITZ on all social media. Links are in the comment section. Let's get 50 likes on this video. That should be easy, right? Let's get at least 50 likes per video. All right, y'all, I'm out.